With more stuff online, I'm Rick Moore, and joining us now from the Mayor's office is Salem Mayor Kim Driscoll. And Madam Mayor, welcome. Summer's here.
Summer's here, and it's great. There's nothing like good weather to really kick the summer season off.
And you've had some summer events already. A little bit of information, please, about the South River Harbor Walk.
Yeah, we're really excited. Last week we opened up a brand new walkway on the South River, located in real close proximity to the downtown. Beautiful walkway abutting the South River, allows folks to get out and enjoy some of the coast and do so in a way that meanders past a park. It's really close to the Central Business District. We had the Lieutenant Governor out. It was funded with some state grant dollars. It was just a feel-good afternoon to see some of real positive development activity in the city.
Yeah, there's a website I came across called massvacations.com. You have your you have your newsletter out now, which is electronically sent out by Jason Silva.
Exactly.
Maybe a little bit more information on that?
Yeah, we put out a quarterly newsletter called FYI Salem. It gives people some insights into what's happening in the city, both for folks who live here or folks who are just Salem aficionados. Some of the things we talked about in there were Salem being named having 16 sites on the 1,000 best places list. So we were very excited to have such a high number. And I think if the South River was open, we were joking we would have had 17 spots on the list. But Salem's a great place to vacation, so it's really neat to be able to live in a place where most people come to spend their vacation. So summer's a great time for us.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, the 16 locations. You guys, Salem rated #1, Gloucester right behind #2 with 14.
Excellent. I would expect nothing else. That's great.
Now, I also read that you recently have invited in a new business coming into Salem, and maybe some more information.
Just last night, actually, the City Council approved a tax increment financing plan, a little bit of tax relief off the new growth for U.S. Biological to come in. It's a company that's currently located in Marblehead, but is going through a real growth mode and wants to expand in Salem, purchase their own building off of Technology Way, which is located in the Swampscott Road corridor of Salem. Great opportunity for us to grant a little bit of relief on the new growth that they'll be investing in our community to get them here. They hope to have a minimum of 5 new jobs, but closer to 10. It's a real strong partnership with the city, and they're a life sciences company. Essentially, they manufacture proteins and enzymes and prepare lab kits. It's real clean, nothing noxious or harmful. We were really glad to find that out, but excited that they want to call Salem home, and we'll be making a $3+ million investment to build a building and bring people here.
Well, being a green city, you can't have any toxic materials.
That's exactly right. No Ebola viruses allowed, all right?
Well, that's good. Hey, can you explain to me a little bit more about the TIF, because I don't quite understand that.
So the interesting thing about a TIF is the Massachusetts Economic Assistance Coordinating Council, it's a state agency, allows cities and towns that meet certain qualifications, usually places that are struggling, older urban centers that lack infrastructure, and it might be difficult to bring new businesses in, to create economic opportunity areas, EOA. Salem is one. I think Gloucester may be one as well.
They have, yeah.
And that enables you to grant some real estate tax relief on the new growth that a company may incorporate as they grow. So, for instance, in the case of Technology Way, it's raw land. We collect about $50,000 a year on a parcel that's just raw land. There's no building there. As a company grows, obviously the tax bill will grow. Maybe it grows to $100,000 as a result of that investment. A TIF enables you to ratchet up the growth over a number of years, so that you don't just go right to 100,000. Maybe you go up by percentage, and it's something that you negotiate. So in our case, we'll be giving up $160,000 in real estate taxes. We'll always have whatever the bottom line we're collecting. But as the new growth comes in, we'll just take a crew cut off the top for the time frame that we're talking about. So we'll be giving up $167,000, but in return, the company will be paying $770,000 over that same 13-year period as part of the new growth for tax revenues. So
it's money you wouldn't have otherwise at all.
That's exact. Otherwise, we just get the $50,000 a year, and now this gives us an opportunity to grow and have new jobs being created. The real rationale for the state is to have business investment, have that growth, and try and tie it in. The state also gives them a real estate tax or a manufacturing or investment tax credit. So our real estate tax is actually fairly small that we're giving up in order to get the growth. And it's an opportunity again to have a lot that's been vacant for 20 years developed and into something productive.
Excellent. All right. Well, finally, Salem's Heritage Day is coming up. A sure sign that we're in the middle of summer.
Absolutely. There's nothing better than the first week of August. Kicks off Heritage Days. It starts with the Maritime Festival at the National Park Service site, the first National Park Service site in the country. So they have actually a terrific opportunity to learn more about maritime history while you have a lot of fun engaging in a whole host of activities. And throughout the week, I call it the Food Week in Salem because every event seems to be tied to food. include the pizza, who's got the best pizza in town, and we have lots of shops, and there's a strict competition that goes on.
Now, did I read you're leading one of these charges to a restaurant or something?
We do. We do Mayor's Night Out one night.
Okay.
We hit 3 or 4 different restaurants, and it gives you a chance to get an introduction into what fare they may have there, and hopefully have a libation or 2 along the way.
Does local cable cover this? Because that's something I think I'd like to follow.
They actually do.
Okay.
We have a crew that comes out with us as we go from 3 locations. It's Greenland, Lyceum, and Victoria Station, I think, are on the menu for that evening. We have the Ice Cream Scooper Bowl, that we've got an ice cream competition, and there's some movie nights on the Common. It's a real chance for Salem residents and folks in the North Shore to get together, and hopefully we'll have weather like we've had this week.
And that's all first week of August?
Yes,
And
exactly.
the city website will probably have more information on it?
Salem.com has all the information on what the activities are, when they're taking place, and most of them are free or very, very inexpensive.
Wonderful. All right, thank you very much for this edition of From the Mayor's Office.
Thank you.
That's Salem Mayor Kim Driscoll. For MSO Web Radio, I'm Rick Moore.